Two mega powers meeting here tonight.
The mega powers, brother.
The mega, yeah, the mega, yeah, the mega powers, yeah. Mega powers, yeah.
Hello, wrestling fans. I am Magic J with the Hip Hop Original Scan Deuce, and we are the Mega Powers TV. And this is episode 9. Scan Deuce, hit it off. Who we got with us?
Episode number 9, and joining us once again, yes, you remember her from episode number 8 where she gave us the introduction to her illustrious time in this, and I would actually say, groundbreaking, time in this wrestling business. And
she's the GOAT.
She is the, how do I say GOAT? GOAT.
Greatest woman of all time.
Woo!
Yeah, she's the woman of all time for wrestling talk, for all things wrestling, as a black British queen empress. You get me doing this thing. You get me, power to the people, man.
I'm saying, and Tay, I know you love your soca music, man. So that's what you got to come to the ring as we did with your soca music as well, yeah. That's your theme music, yeah.
We want to hide my business.
So yes, welcome to the Mega Powers, Tay. All right. So Magic J, man, we're gonna fly through the last week's wrestling because there was a lot of it. So I mean, where do you want to start?
So and for people who don't know, we do weekly rundowns on what's happening throughout the week. So we usually, do it once a week. Later on, we will do lives when we're ready. You know what I mean? When these lot are not sleeping or whatever, because I'm a night owl, so I don't mind. But we're gonna start off on Monday the 25th of September, and that is Monday Night Raw. Kicking off the show was Cody Rhodes, and what's it called? He was talking about Jey Uso. What's it called? And obviously in between that, my new friends, one of the idiots lost their belt the other day, but we're gonna go into it later. The Judgment Day came down and saying they're all toxic people and a toxic faction and all that stuff. And per usual, it's the dirty Dom, who loves his mommy and she calls him papi. He gets booed. So with that scenario,
I think that's what they call nuclear heat. You know them ones where you can't even hear him talk. It's literally, it's insane, man. It's rare that you see that. Yes. That's the thing.
Very rare. Do you know what? He must be so happy with that. Can you imagine, getting the most heat we've heard in so long on the WWE show?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The one that.
So basically, Judgment Day got fed up of hearing Cody Rhodes running up his mouth about Jey Uso and basically attacked him. Sami Zayn and Mr. Kevin Steele, as I knew him from ROH days, Mr. Owens came down to back the cause. All of a sudden, JD, is it McDonald, whatever his last name is, came down. You get what I'm saying? To back. Obviously, he's trying to beg his way to the Judgment Day, but one man is like, pussy, old man, we don't need you. You get me? But that's what basically happened. So basically, what do you think about all that scenario?
I think, to me, the thing is they are dragging this storyline, because obviously they're trying to get it to Survivor Series. They want to do the big war games, so they have to interact at some way or shape or form every single week. So that 1 week one guy gets beat up, next week the other guy gets beat up, and it's literally gone like that for the last 3 months. So I think they're just trying to find new different ways to tweak it. But in a nutshell, I think that's where they're going with that storyline.
What do you think, too?
I think the same. You got to kind of keep it going, because you can't just have all right, Judgment Day, it goes down, and you got to keep it on a level. And to be honest, there's enough of them to just circulate until you get to the point where it's Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Okay. Tommaso Ciampa and what's his name? Is it Ludwig? Whatever his last name is.
Kaiser. Yeah.
Kaiser. I can't even pronounce these people. Why can't they have simple names like Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Legion of Doom? Simple names. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Ciampa, you know what's going on with Ciampa. He wants the what's it called, the IC belt.
Yeah.
So he whooped Kaiser's ass. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think of the situation with Tommaso Ciampa, because he's come a long way, NXT legend, come up the ranks, he's been up and down with WWE main roster, but it seems like they're booking him and giving him a better, storylines. What do you think about him, doing his thing in the main roster?
The thing I really like about Tommaso Ciampa, he's one of those people. I like his, I guess his personality maybe outside of wrestling. He's one of those people that will make lemonade out of lemons. Like whenever they give him some TV time, he does everything in his power to crush it, and that's basically what he's doing. Even if they're giving him a sniff of the Intercontinental title, he's pulling out the baddest promos, trying to put on the absolute best matches. And, he's just trying to let the people know that, what, I am as good as people say I am, so I need more time in this thing. And that's my thing on my guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the thing with Tommaso Ciampa is even from NXT, you can tell that he was so involved and he really loves the business. And unfortunately for him, obviously he's had quite a few injuries that have kind of pushed him to the side a bit, even in NXT. And then he came back up and he clawed his way back up, came onto the main roster, injured again. And then he's clawing his way back up. So he's a fighter. I love that he's no, I'm going to get there. I don't care what happens. I'm going to get there. And he shows it. That's what I love about him.
Okay. Well, skipping along, we can't forget about the ladies of wrestling. Tegan Knox beats Natalia. I don't know why Natalia's still wrestling there, because she's she's being pushed like she's a jobber. I don't know. I don't understand. They don't beats my man again. They don't like the Hart family. I'm a big Hart Foundation family, fan from back in the days. Yeah, but I don't think they like it. But anyway, Natalia loses against Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox challenges the opportunity to face Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Champion. You think that could be a good option? Do you think that was a good thing to do?
Well, the thing is, I guess you read what happened behind the scenes, that match was, I don't know, man. People are saying this woman's cursed, man. She's had the worst luck, since she's been signed to this company. She mashed up one of her legs, was out for nearly a year, came back, mashed up the other leg, was out for nearly a year, come back, kind of been demoted to main event. She came to get her match with Becky Lynch even this week, and Becky Lynch is injured, so she didn't get a match. So she's just yeah, man, you kind of feel for her, man. But she's doing her thing. I think people believe in her. Triple H believes in her, and she is talented, but she's just not had the opportunity to really showcase what she can actually do yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Triple H is definitely giving her a chance. He's I know things haven't gone your way, so we'll spare you from the releases. And we'll let you go.
I like Triple H, what he's doing, and he's giving people opportunities and chances. Gavin, I know that he doesn't have full control of the WWE universe. You know what I mean? That's why whole heap of wrestlers got released. And even there's news that some of the wrestlers who got released might be signing back again. So they might be having a change of heart. You know what I mean? So, who knows who that could be, because we already know, Mr. Rated R is gone to the other faction now, you know what I mean? And we'll talk on that. We will talk on that. But moving on, Seth Rollins talks about defending the world heavyweight title, calls out Shinsuke Nakamura for a rematch. So, that that practically they want to have a rematch in Fastlane, but that obviously that never happened. You know, that's you know that might happen, that might not happen because there's a lot of stuff what happened this week anyway. But what do you guys think about that storyline and Shinsuke Nakamura dubbing Steph Bloodclot Rollins and saying, "Yo, you're back now. Good. I'm gonna take you out."
Go and take this one, Tate.
Do you know what? I've actually found that story from the beginning. I found this storyline funny because I was like, where did this back injury come from? Like, it felt like it came from nowhere, and I was like, I know that's your. Like, okay, at least we're doing something with Shinsuke, and I love my car back. Yeah, so at least they're doing something with Shinsuke as a heel, and that I love. I love that he's been a face for far too long. And Shinsuke, you can see he brings heel energy. Like, he brings the energy that you need as a heel. So I'm glad that he's in this thing with like Seth, who can try and elevate him too, and will give him good matches. And that will hopefully give Shinsuke back the power that he had in NXT. Shinsuke was at the top. And then they just like miscarded him when he came to the main roster. And I'm like, what are you doing to my shin? Like, what's going on? So yeah, I'm liking the storyline because of what it's doing for Shinsuke.
No, I hear you, and I agree with you. You know, it's like I feel like only now he's getting the booking he should have probably got last time when he won the Rumble and turned heel. So yeah, this is the one, man. But I don't know if he should win the belt though. That's the thing. What do you think, Tay? Do you think he should take the title?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Give him a bit more of a heel. Like, make him do something disgusting first. You know what I mean? Like, proper heelish. Then give him the belt. Yeah.
Wicked.
Well, dirty blood clot Dominic, yeah. Faced Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee lost. That match was dope. Do you know what? That match, I got to see Dominic actual wrestle properly, and no one came to help him. No one really came to help him, but I saw him wrestle and do these high flying moves, do these, you know, floor moves, and obviously being Dirty Dom, but he actually done really good. You know what I mean? You know, that was a little quick one.
I guess those are the real main highlights from Raw, I'd say, you know, unless I've missed something. But should we jump into SmackDown?
Yeah. We could definitely SmackDown. Yeah, go talk about it.
All right.
You got the list there?
You got the list? All right, go ahead. SmackDown now, it focused more on, I guess, Cena opened up the show after he got beat down last week and had no partner, and obviously and AJ Styles obviously got hospitalized. So Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman came down to come and mash him up again, and then obviously you know,
he's too funny.
No.
So hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious. He plays that role so well, you know, as like he's just such a chief, like someone you were boxed up in secondary school. But yeah, then my guy, they let Carl Anderson go off on one, man, and just box him up. And then Michin came down and just gave him some box. Like, if you saw this box take, dropped him.
I saw that one.
Gosh. Yo, he had to hold some licks, man. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this storyline so far, like in regards to Cena versus the Bloodline at the moment?
So we'll see where it goes. Do you know what? Because the Bloodline story doesn't need Cena. That's my thing. It doesn't need Cena. So, I mean, it's cool having him there. Does he need to be there? Not really. He probably should be doing stuff for other people who kind of need the rub. But he's there and it's fun. Why not? Cena, he can do what he wants in it. Probably Cena show, half the Rock, half Cena, isn't it?
OC is scared. OC is scared of the bloodline. They even said it. Don't get into bloodline business. They all got their ass whooped.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real. What else happened on the show? We had update with Bailey versus Charlotte, and then obviously Asuka came back to set up the triple threat match between Charlotte, Io Sky, and Bailey for Fastlane. You know, some people are vexed because they're like, why is Charlotte always getting these title matches? She just walks in and gets a title match.
Always. You know, like
She's
in,
bossing.
you know, like when you were in secondary school, did you ever go to school, where the head teacher had a daughter that was in the school or a son, and that child would get off detentions, just get some awards, and you're like, how you didn't do it? That's how I feel about Charlotte. Like,
those are the people that I used to chief up. Those are the people I used to chief up from.
I understand the annoyance. I mean, it's not to take away from the fact that she's good. She's a brilliant wrestler, but also she can step back and let other people have the limelight just for a bit.
Just for a bit. Exactly.
No, you're right, 100%, man. Any other noteworthy things from SmackDown, Magic J? Oh gosh, the way it ended, the way the show ended. No, you had the Grayson Waller effect with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Like, storyline at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the Street Profits basically came down, and because Bobby Lashley said, I'm done with these guys. I'm done. He's just a sore loser. Yeah, he's just a sore loser. So that happened, and then Street Profits came. Street Profits said, look, we can do this. Why are you doing this? My man's like, bro, I'm not interested in excuses. Just do your work. And then later on, they done a fuckery later on. A man came down, started clapping his hands. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Is that it? Is that all they needed to do? Is that all they needed to do? Like, come on now, man. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, Tay. What do you think of that storyline? Because when we were discussing it with Skillet, man, it still feels like it's trying to find its feet. You know, I don't know. It's a bit mad. It's not a Hurt Business. What do you think this?
That's the thing. I feel like they're trying too hard to be Hurt Business. When really they just need to find their own. Don't push them into.
They're party guys, man. They're like, that's what I see them as. That come in the ring.
We're not Wall Street Profits. We don't need that. We like Red Cup. That's what I like. And
that's what I'm saying.
They might get there, and I don't doubt that they'll get there to where they need to be. But
it's just that what's his name is going to. Yeah, it's just that what's his name is going to NXT, and when he came to WWE, yeah, he was doing all these high fly business, and we found out that he used to be a gymnastic guy and whatnot, and now he's rolling. Yeah, fam, what I quite doing all this bad man talk with Off the Mud. I'm like, pussy, you was wearing these funny trousers and shorts and doing all these acrobats and cartwheels and whatnot. Now you're talking all this gang business, like, brother.
So basically, you're talking about Scripps, who was Reggie, who was the sommelier, who used to be in Circus Olay and does like the crazy flips, and now he's a gang member, but he's in development, man. Sometimes you got to develop in it, and that's what's happened.
Not dreadlocks. Not dreadlocks. But let's talk about them guys. Let's go to NXT quickly then, yeah? Is that cool?
One thing before we jump into NXT then, how SmackDown ended. Obviously, they came down to box up John Cena, and then we finally got the return of a night, and the place went mad. So you can tell this guy is like the top babyface in the company right now, which is crazy to think. I don't know, Tay. What do you think about the rise of LA Knight?
You know what? When someone's worked that hard to get to a position, to get to where he is, and he probably didn't even see it coming. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he's very much old school. He's a mix of Ric Flair, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's just all of them meshed in one. And for him to come out at this day and age and be like, this is my persona. I'm going to come out, and if people like me, they like me. They don't, they don't. I'm 45 years old. I ain't got long in this game. I'm just going to do what I do. And for people to be like, yeah, oh, hey, man, yeah. Can you imagine? Like, he must be over the moon. Like, wow, this is my time. Like, I'm finally here. I'm happy with this ride. I'm sure he is too.
Yeah. No, I love LA Knight, man. I loved him from when he was in
TNA,
NWA wrestling, and yeah, coming up as Eli Drake. He's my guy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you want to jump into some NXT? Jay?
Let's jump into NXT quickly. Butch beat Joe Coffey for the NXT Global Heritage interfacial for the finals. Butch, I like Butch, man. He's come a long way from being that stocky little Butch to Margot Butch. Now he's just knocking, man. Like I like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I like that. I like his team as well, because you know they're British, isn't it? You know, you have to big up to the British mandem. You have to be the homegrown. Yeah, you have to be up to the homegrown, because there's a lot of homegrown in NXT and in, you know, the main roster now. You know, gathering, they got rid of NXT UK, which was crazy. I don't understand why, but they do want to buy or fund another company in the UK, but that other company is very decisive. Skillet did mention the name.
Might be.
I think it is Progress.
Yeah.
It might be Progress, because they got mad followers on their Instagram, so it could be Progress. So they're looking to come, but I don't want Progress to sell out themselves like that. You get, because once they do that, they're gone. They're done.
Okay.
They're done.
All right.
You know what Vince are, and then the man they're about. They're about captivating and capitalizing on people and taking what's mine is mine. What's yours is mine.
So you're saying don't colonize Progress Wrestling. That's
Of course.
No, keep it how it is. But yeah, you know, moving on as well, Mr. Whoop That Trick. Hey, whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Hey, that's my guy. I swear he's Nigerian, you know.
Is he Nigerian?
I swear he's Nigerian.
All I know.
Swear he's Nigerian.
His
dad looked Nigerian.
Nah. Do you know what kills me? All I know is when and I sent around the YouTube clip, bro. When you watched that live and you had Booker T on commentary doing the ad libs, I was crying. I was on the floor, bro.
I was crying.
It was like whoop that trick, yeah, whoop that trick. Come on, it's just like, what is this?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Trick will be what's it called? Joe, was it Geyser? I can't even pronounce these words. I can't even pronounce. Geyser, or whatever his name is. Whatever his name is, Gacy. Can't even pronounce his flipping name. He won. That was just like a simple match. Off the Mud beat Hank Williams and Tank. You know, Off the Mud is good. I like them, but the thing about it, there's a big but about them. I don't think they're really ready yet for titles.
They still got some.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I was thinking, Jay. I mean, looking at the time we have left, should we jump into the pay-per-view? Should we just go straight to No Mercy?
Yeah, let's go. Excuse me. Let's go straight into it then to the No Mercy.
I like what they had with the promo package. Did you used to play No Mercy, Tay? Like back on the N64 back in the day? The GOAT wrestling game.
There was two on N64, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was WrestleMania 2000, and then there was No Mercy.
Yeah.
Legendary game. So basically what they did, they just took the new wrestlers from the pay-per-view and they put it in the graphics of that game and just ran it like that. You know?
Yeah. Another good thing. So with No Mercy, but it was a mad thing. One of my favorite guys who come from a legendary family, you get what I'm saying? You know, the Steiner family, you know, Braun Breaker. Gary name's should be called Braun Steiner. And Baron Corbin. I'm surprised how they changed up Baron Corbin's
presentation.
Yes, I made him more aggressive. I made him more don't give a fuck. But when he was in the main roster, he was like, yo, like I'm a gambler. You know, I'm spending all my money. I get broke. I lose matches. Gets managed. You lose matches. The manager tells us to fuck off. But Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. You know, Corbin wins. That was a mad match. You know, so what do you think about that? Because if you not watched it, Mr. Stone came out, and also basically
to get revenge, obviously, for what Bron Breakker did to his client. Obviously smashed his head off the stairs. You know.
So that ended up giving him a distraction, and then what's his name came and done the End of Days, and that was night. So me personally, if Mr. Stone never came out, I feel say that match would have probably went on, but I wanted Breakker to win. I wanted Breakker to win.
No, he will. We'll get his win back. Yeah.
Let's speak about that situation.
No, that's you know, it is what it is, you know. Obviously the long-term plan is Bron Breakker. They're looking at him as the next top guy. So, you know, sometimes you got to give him like stuff to do. So he's gonna feud with my man for a couple months, and then when he's done with that, hopefully come to the main roster. So that's the way I see it, really. I think they know where they went wrong with him, you know. When they try and make him invincible and you think that he can't lose, people lose interest. So sometimes he's got to take it out, and he had to take it out. That's how I saw it, man.
Absolutely. Like, I think the days of like having people that don't lose in NXT, you can't, because you're gonna go into main roster and then you're gonna lose, and that's how quite a lot of people have fallen. So I think that they're doing the right thing there, where they're like, actually, let's let him play around here a bit more, like let him do a bit more stuff before we take him on. And if we want to do that with him over there, like have him undefeated, then that's fine because you're on the main roster. One thing I will say about Baron Corbin is I'm glad that they've taken him way back. So when he was Lone Wolf, that's Lone Wolf Baron Corbin that we got now, and that was the best Baron Corbin.
But he had his long hair, right?
Yeah, and he was mashing up people left, right, and center. Yes, that's the Baron Corbin you need. And so when he goes back to the main roster, that's who he can be as well. So I feel like it's working out for both of them.
Awesome, man. Cool. What we got next? What we got next?
Was a main highlight, which I did send to your phone just now. Information. Also, special guest referee Dragon Lee, Trick Williams versus Dominic Mysterio for the North. Dominic Mysterio done so well. Trick done well. You know what I mean? But Trick won it. You know what I mean? What do you guys think?
You know, it was a surprise. It was a shocker. I didn't expect it. You know, and I like when they throw random shockers out sometimes. You know, that's all I can really say on that.
He was surprised that he won.
Yeah. You know, I feel like it's a good thing because you know Melo is gonna go up soon, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna take him, you're gonna take Trick because they're a package in it. Like they can work well together when you bring them up. But you need to give Trick something so that people will believe in him to going up to the main roster. Otherwise, he's gonna drown. So this like random win, I think is good for him. Because if he can like keep it as long enough and you know show him as a singles competitor as well as being the sidekick for Melo, that will show when he goes onto the main roster like, oh yeah, there's something about you, cool. Yeah. Let him wrestle as well instead of just being the side chick.
Real talk, man. Side chick Trick.
All right. Just to round it off quickly, there was a 4-way tag team match for the NXT tag team, which is Angel Garza, Humberto, his cousin, what's it called? OTM, the Creed brothers, and those Italian gangsters. That was a dope match, you know, from Tony, Dan Diallo, and Stax. the Italians have to win, innit? Italian Stallions, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And going off to the Heritage Cup, Noma Dar won, beat Butch. That was a dope match. As well, I know that we're running out of time. Going forth again, NXT World Champion Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov.
You know what? I rate that guy. Do you know? I salute that guy right now because what he done at the end, he done what he said, but he must have said, "Bro, you're a good wrestler. I love you," type of thing. You can do it again, type of thing. And gave him that encouragement. And then there was backstage footage of Shawn Michaels hugging him and talking to him as well. So on a quick one, what do you think about that situation?
Go on, Tate.
I mean, we know Melo's going up. We know Melo's going up because Melo is money. Melo is money. Melo is money. Melo's that guy. Melo's him. So he's going up to the main roster. That's all good. Like no one I've seen in this current era. Like he tells a story with his entire body. Like his entire body is telling the whole story, and he tells the story throughout the whole match. When he's like, he'll just slump down and then he's like flinging himself. Absolutely love him. He's an unsung hero. And like when he goes up to the main roster, I hope that they do him well.
Yes, correct. Well, let's move on. I don't know how that feels, but I know how it feels to have shoulder injury, knee injuries, and stuff like that. And I'm going through it right now. But for her,
I have to give it to Becky because Becky knows how to work a match and she knows how to make someone look good as well as making herself look good. Like she gives and she takes, and she makes an amazing match. And I think that really helped Tiffany as well. Me personally, her voice is hella annoying. So I don't, when you're like, I can't like you too much because you actually just annoy me. But like she's actually a really good wrestler, and once she gets into her zone and she doesn't. I feel like she needs to pull it back on the Barbie girl thing, like just pull that a bit back and have something else.
Yeah.
But when she finds like a good spot, like she's gonna be good. She's gonna be really good. And I feel like Becky is contributed to that. Like she's given her a stage, which was the main event. So yeah, good on Becky, good on Tiff.
Incredible, man. And overall, man, it was a fantastic match, fantastic pay-per-view. I think NXT is in a really good place right now. It's really strong. The matches are consistent. I think like Shawn Michaels is kind of honing it nice at the moment, trying to bring it back to the heyday of where Triple H was peaking with them takeovers back in the day. So, I think it was great. It was a nice, beautiful end to the week. Mwah, chef's kiss, man. And I see that we've come to time. It's so once again, Tay, I want to thank you so much for blessing us for these last 2 episodes. It's been a real pleasure to have you on our platform.
Thanks for having me. Thank you guys. Thank you.
You're staying with us for another episode. We will pitch you through.
We will bring you back. We will bring you back.
All right.
Don't go too far. We'll bring you back.
All right.
She's coming back, man. You're not just gonna see our ugly faces. We got this beautiful
she brings some beauty to that. She's the Miss Elizabeth to the powers, man.
If I had a hay of flowers or roses, I would have just put them through the screen to give to her. But
Amazing, man. So people watching, man, if you've got your views on these shows that we've been discussing today, please leave them in the comment section. Again, thank you so much. We are Mega Powers on all social media platforms, including TikTok. And Tay, how can the people find you? What is your app online?
You find me at the Kickout Podcast on Instagram.
Fantastic, man.
People don't her original real Instagram either. I will bust your head.
Try find me.
Wow.
The next episode, which will be talking of all things to do with AEW. See, go over there, guys. Go.
Yeah. So episode number 10, everything AEW. So until next time, chef's kiss, Mega Powers out. Ah.
Two mega powers meeting here tonight.
The Mega Powers, brother.
The mega, yeah, the mega, yeah, the mega powers. Mega